everybody, and welcome to IPW Fitness. Like the title says and states, we are going to be talking about milk. Is it good for you? Do you need milk? Is it actually poisonous? Is it killing you? We're going to try to answer all those questions, all right? So the first question that we should address is, what is milk? If you guys don't already know, it is a lactate secretion that is produced by a mother who is about to give birth or who gives birth to a baby, a child, or whatever the mammal is. So milk is not just milk, all right? So what I mean by milk is not just milk, it means that every milk is produced specifically for the baby that is born. So what I mean by that, a dog will make milk for a puppy, a cat will make milk for a kitten, and a cow will make milk for, well, in North America, a cow makes milk pretty much for everybody, it seems. But what we're trying to tell you is that a cow will make milk for a calf. And what does that mean? A calf is much bigger than we are when we are born. It's not something I have to explain to you. I mean, just go online, Google it. If you're not sure, an average baby is about from 6 to about 8 pounds for a human. And a calf, I didn't even do the research, but I can guarantee you it's about a lot freaking more than that. So, that being said, it has to be a lot richer in calcium and protein. So, although it is a lot richer in protein, about 3 to 4 times richer in protein, the human milk is actually 6 to 10 times richer in fatty acids. So what does that mean? It simply means that the milk that we produce is tailored for us. Cow's milk is tailored for them. Our bodies are a lot smaller in muscles, fibers, bones are a lot smaller, everything is a lot smaller, so we don't need the richness and the protein that they need to build their muscles and the calcium that they need for their bones. So let's just take a few steps back now. Why did we start drinking milk in the first place? It's been stated that there was a famine and scarcity in food, so people resorted to drinking milk from cows, goats, and other mammals. We started building a tolerance for this, and then it started becoming more of a business. That's where the problem arises, guys. So now that we know that it turned into a business and that's where the problem really started, let's just go back to 50 years. We're not going to go back that far, but just 50 years. 50 years ago, one cow would produce on average of 2,000 pounds of milk per year. Now, 50 years later, the same cow, not the same cow obviously, but cows are producing 50,000 pounds of milk per year. And now that's an alarming number. How? How is that possible? Let me give you the answer. It's simple. Drugs, antibiotics, hormones, force feeding, and plans of specialized breeding. So if you already don't know about it, every mammal that secretes milk, that lactates, actually secretes toxins through their milk. So not only are we getting too much protein, too much calcium from the milk, we're also getting the toxins that are being injected into the cows. And not only are we getting the toxins, we're getting a lot more things with it. What are those things that come with it? Number one, blood. Blood is found in all milk. Traces of blood is found in every single milk, guys. Number two, pus, white blood cells, all right? So it's stated that 3.33% of milk is the recommendation, not the recommendation, but what the FDA basically approves of. So what that means, let's just say that you have a glass. I just drank a shake, it's gone. But let's say you have a glass, 1 liter of milk. Now let's just say, hypothetically, that 3.33% of that milk would be equivalent to me popping 10 pimples from wherever from my body into that fluid and you drinking it. Would you do it? I really hope the answer is no. But if it is yes, then it's the same thing as drinking milk. So not only are you getting the toxins from the natural cow, you're getting the antibiotics, the drugs, everything else that comes with it, the blood, you're also getting pus in your milk to make it that much better. So now I know what you're saying. You're saying, Sam, it can't be. They're not just selling us a bunch of garbage. They've been telling us, they made a whole food group about dairy, right? There has to be some sort of regulations. There has to be some people that test this. And you know what? You're absolutely right. The authorities only test for 4 of the 82 drugs found in cow's milk. 4. That means that 78 other drugs go untested for. That means we don't even know what else is in the milk. We're just talking about what we are aware that is inside the milk that we're drinking. Now, we went over so much information that clearly shows you the bad things that are in milk. And now you're saying, but, you know, the first thing that we eat, the first thing we digest is milk. Our mothers can no longer produce it. We have to get it from somewhere else. And that's where it's false. Nature provides newborns with the ability to break down and metabolize lactose, which is the main carbohydrate that is found in milk. But by the age of 4 and 5, that usually the ability to digest and break down lactose usually leaves our body. We're no longer able to. And that is why that more than half of the world are lactose intolerant. And another fun fact that I completely forgot about when I was talking about the drugs that are put into the cows and how they produce more milk. These cows, because they're overproducing the milk, because of how they're treated, because of the establishments that they stay in, the confinements that they're in, they get sick. They get sick a lot quicker than the average cow, or back in the days, hundreds of years ago. So what do? They give them the antibiotics to fight whatever it is that disease, so that they can keep on pumping out the milk for us. So the antibiotics are in the system. Does the cow stop producing the milk? Does the cow stop giving milk that is sold? Absolutely not, because they're going to lose money. But what they don't tell you is for the next 4 to 7 milkings from the cow, the antibiotics that are injected in them are also in the milk. So the main reason we drink the milk in the first place, for the calcium and for the protein. Doctors, food specialists, or so-called food specialists, will tell you, you gotta drink the milk. It's good for your bones. It's gonna counterproductive the osteoporosis. You don't want to get osteoporosis. So that's myth number 1. Number 1, our bones are made to last us our lifetime. They're not supposed to just start deteriorating and turn into freaking fine dust. All right? Our bones are supposed to last us our lifetime. Everything else should break down before our bones do. Our muscle tissues, our ligaments, everything, our organs, our bones are what's the strongest part of our bodies. So now the one thing I can agree on with these doctors is simple. Calcium is needed for our bones. Absolutely. All right. But too much dairy interferes with calcium absorption. And the studies are also telling us that because there's so much protein and that the milk is rich in protein, it is what is causing the osteoporosis. So, what they've been telling you this whole time is actually being counterproductive of what milk actually does for you. It's not good for your bones, and it's causing the osteoporosis. Too much calcium, too much protein. Now you're thinking, okay, all those facts, is it actually bad for us? Yes, it is. Now, I'm not going to go over the list of everything that it does to you, but for in kids, it's about bleeding in their poop, bleeding in their urine, colic, anemia, allergies, sinusitis, and many, 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 many more things. In adults, we're talking about lymphoma, we're talking about all kinds of different cancers, we're talking about damage to your kidneys, we're talking about many, many, many more things. And now just to give you a slight little fact, because we can go on and on about this for days. People who drink milk, women who drink milk, are 3 times more likely to have ovarian cancer in their lives. Also, people who drink milk are 2 times more likely to have lung cancer. Now, I'm not pushing it aside. I know you're thinking the same thing that I thought. If you can't drink milk, where are you going to get your calcium from? That's a simple question to answer. Where do cows get it from? Cows are so massive. Cows have huge bodies. Cows have big bones. Cows have lots of muscle. You don't see them eating meat or drinking any milk. They get it from greens. They're sources that come from the ground. Now you're also thinking, yeah, but that's just a cow. I mean, a cow can get pretty big. That's just genetically how it is. Also, they're being pumped with steroids, so it can't only just be because they're eating grass that they are that big, or they're eating oats that they're that big. Now let's go into the wild, where there's nobody running after people, putting them in confined spaces and give them steroids. If we're going to talk about the rhinoceros, if we're going to talk about horses, if we're going to talk about elephants, these animals are huge mammals, huge beings. I'm talking about massive. And what do they eat? No milk and no meat. Only greens, things that come from the ground. So that's where you're going to get your calcium sources from, and that's where you should get your protein sources from. Another benefit you're going to get from getting your protein and your calcium from plants as opposed to from animal products is that it's lower in cholesterol, a lot lower in cholesterol, and also no trans fats. So everything that comes from the ground, good. Animal products, especially nowadays, no good. So having too much milk will also help you have too much protein in your body. Having too much protein is damaging to your body over a long period of time. And now you're saying, This is a fitness channel, man. How are you gonna build muscle without freaking protein? It's telling me to have, I went to see a naturopath and they told me to have 2 times the grams of my body weight in protein, like 300 grams a day. Guys, I took a break from YouTube. I took a break from the social media because I was experimenting with my body. Not on steroids, guys. I'm 100% natural. What I was experimenting with my body was changing about how I eat and how I'm actually thinking that I'm healthy inside out. So it's about 6 months now. I have no dairy products whatsoever. No milk, no cheese, no ice cream. I have ice cream that's vegan ice cream. It tastes just as good, if not better, in my opinion. You can get it at your local stores. They're sold everywhere. No milk, no dairy. Cut it out completely, 6 months. That stopped a lot of my bloating. Abs started showing without even me trying to have my abs show. Another thing, animal products. So I used to be part of my staple, a big piece of meat every meal, 2, 3, 4 times a day, sometimes 5 times every single day. And now what I do is maybe once a day I'll have some meat, a piece of fish here and there. Maybe. Sometimes I'll go a few days, sometimes I'll go a week, no animal products whatsoever. My body weight started to drop in the beginning because not so much rich in calories. I have to eat so much more just to sustain what I look like, let alone trying to build muscle. Now, I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading, and I found out the foods that you can eat that will replace the protein, that will replace the calcium in the animal products. And you can build a physique that looks, number one, in my opinion, a lot better. That your arteries and all your vital organs don't get damaged from having a high protein diet. Also, I believe that I have a lot more energy. I'm in the gym with a lot more energy. I'm a lot more alert. I feel great throughout the entire day. There's no sluggishness, no calorie restrictions. You can eat as much as you want. So I hope you really enjoyed the milk video, guys. This is just a little bit of information about everything that I found on the internet. It's accessible to you guys. What milk actually has, the ingredients, the containments of it. I'm going to be doing another video about protein, about meats. I'm going to be doing so many more videos like this one. There won't only be just fitness videos of me working out, my wife working out, me working out with other people, or daily vlogs. There's also going to be informative things like this that can actually help you. Being a part of this fitness community, to me, is not to be like everyone else. I was never a sheep, and I'm not going to start being one, especially in the fitness industry. Everybody has these big platforms. They have thousands of people. They like to show off and flaunt hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, to Instagram, all of their social medias. And what do they do with it? They try to sell you things. That is not good for you. That's going to kill you early, guys. That's the absolute truth. Things that give you a lot of energy, caffeine boosts, will give you a bigger drop, a bigger low, not feeling good for the next day, not making you ready for the next workout, not actually making you better. IPW Fitness, it's about inspiring people worldwide. If you haven't seen it throughout some of my videos, that's what my absolute #1 goal is. I suggest you subscribe to my channel and you keep on watching everything that I am doing and I'm going to keep on doing. I want to better this fitness industry. I want to help as many people as I can. If I help one person a day, then I'm doing my job, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.